This is BS with Joe. News, culture, and crazy. One blunt conversation at a time. All right. Good evening, folks. This is BS with Joe. Tonight, we're talking about Florida's new Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, and its federal cousin up in D.C.
Yeah, you probably heard the saying, they're rooting out fraud, waste, and abuse. Sounds great, right?
Yeah, honestly, I'm all for it. If there's real waste, cut it. If there's real fraud, prosecute it. But here's the problem. Everybody loves the word fraud. It sells. It sounds heroic. It's also a grenade you shouldn't pull until you're ready to throw it.
Exactly. If you say fraud, then you better have handcuffs next time. Because if you stand at the podium in front of the state seal and you tell taxpayers that the city leaders or federal officials committed fraud, you're accusing real people of real crimes. Either you hand it to the prosecutors or you keep the word out of your mouth.
Otherwise, you're calling a house on fire that isn't burning. And that's not leadership, that's arson. Look, I support DOGE. I like audits. I want the waste cut. But I also want sunlight, not sideshow. If you've got proof that Miami blew $1.2 billion in property tax money, fine. Show me where it went. Show me the line items. Show me who signed them. I'll bring the outrage myself. I don't need the soundtrack.
Right. If that money went to building luxury condos or luxury apartments that people couldn't afford, it is waste, but it's something you can't prosecute.
Well, then don't call it fraud.
Exactly. Yeah, and the data alone should be enough to tick people off.
I agree.
If you don't need to dress it up like with a radical left or swamp creature headline, just give us the receipts.
And let's talk about fairness. Because I know somebody's thinking it. Yes, the big cities are getting audited first, and they happen to be run by Democrats. But that's also where the biggest budgets are. So start with the big fish, fine. Just keep the audit professional and keep the politics out of it. Now, about what counts as waste.
DEI programs, they don't protect anyone. They create discrimination. If you hire or fire somebody by color or gender, you're breaking the same laws you claim to fix. Equal opportunity.
If they're keeping the pumps running and the storm drains clear, keep them. If they're hosting climate PowerPoints in conference rooms, public outreach, look, if it's an emergency communication, keep it. If it's PR for politicians, kill it. And the arts, look, I love live music, but you don't need a cultural affairs director to hear a guitar at Lake Eola.
No.
Make it easier for private groups to get permits and insurance and stop choking the public with red tape. They'll bring the culture themselves.
Yeah. You're having people compete with people that are being funded by the city.
Right.
That's the key. Don't subsidize it. Just stop making it impossible.
Right. And here's the federal angle, because this goes way deeper than just Florida. The federal government shouldn't be dangling free money to control state policy. States were never meant to be branch offices. If DC wants to call it a grant, but hands you a leash with it, just say no thanks. Florida sending that money back, it wasn't weakness, that was spine.
That was. Yeah, the states are supposed to fund the feds for defense and treaties, not get bribed for anything else.
Exactly. And when we audit federal DOGE programs, the same rules apply. If there's actual theft, indict somebody. If it's just dumb spending, fix it and show us the math. Because the American people deserve justice, not headlines.
Right. The bottom line is, stand at the podium and shout fraud. You better have evidence ready for the courtrooms. Otherwise, you're just lighting a match in a dry house. And if you are cutting spending, show what you're cutting and why you're cutting it. That way the people will know what needs to be funded.
Yeah, I think you're with me on this. We're both for DOGE.
Yeah, I'm all for it. We all know there's a lot of fraud and abuse going on in all the cities. Big ones, small ones, it's all happening everywhere.
Right, but don't give us the false alarms.
Right.
We're not in it for the theater. We're not looking for politics. Give us the proof. Give us the facts.
Right. Your local politicians don't need to fly in a jet to another country to have a meeting over there. There's nothing that country could do for that city or state.
Okay. Yeah, she was over in Europe for something.
No, she was in Africa.
Oh, in Africa. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they could do for us.
That's appropriate for a Los Angeles mayor outside the country. What are you doing?
Now, she may have been on vacation, but I think she was using federal funds.
Yeah.
Or
But if
not
it's-
federal funds, but
Look, if
legal
it's
funds.
really fraud, let's see the arrests.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Come on, Pam.
yeah. I know there's probably a lot of
There's
ability.
dip, but let's see the arrests. And I think a lot of Republicans are saying the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think it's not just Republicans. I think it's the people. The people are tired of fraud. We see it in the streets every day. When you have somebody that's arrested 14 times for committing violent acts, and you know they're going to commit more violent acts,
Why are they still on the street?
why are they being released?
The revolving door.
Yes, the revolving door, the IOUs of the jail system.
Right.
No more IOUs. Otherwise, you're going to be owing people's lives
Exactly.
because they're taking lives.
Right. We could probably rant on this all night, but
Yes.
this is BS with Joe.
Yeah, well, you've heard a lot of BS so far. So, like, share, subscribe.
Please.